Oh, what up, y'all? What up? What up? Sound off. So, my other sound off is I just did a sound off on. Sorry, y'all. I'm all comfortable. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, baby. Anyway, I'm doing my sound off on vaccinations. I just did a sound off and I explained what a sound off is and what it's called and how what it looked like or whatever the case may be. And then my sound off on my last video is about what Monique and the bonded and all of that. Okay, what my thoughts are. Hopefully you guys please leave it in the comments. All my new people, if you like my content and you're interested, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe and leave me some comments down below because it lets me know y'all fucking with me. And that's just on period. Green Kitty Nation. Okay. So the question right now, what's going on in the world is nurses do not want to get vaccinated. Not all, some nurses, a nice amount of nurses do not want to get the shot. They are refusing. They have took it to court. They have stopped working. They have left their jobs they've been on for 20, 30 years. It's just really, really bad because they feel like before there was a cure, they were risking their lives. And now that it is a cure, they feel like they're being made to do something that they don't want to do. It should not have to be made. It should not have to be forced upon them. They said that it was a lot of people that did not want to do it, but at the same time, they were made to do it because if they didn't do it, they wouldn't get paid. And the house note, the bank, the car people, the car dealership, the baby babysitter, the grocery store, none of those people gives two fucks about your decision. All they care about is if you can pay the shit you need to pay. So it really puts pressure on those people. So kind of you are making them kind of do it because if they don't do it, then they cannot work. And I mean, they can't eat and feed their kids and handle their responsibility. What is the sound off on that? What is my opinion on it? First, okay, well, let's talk about the vaccine. I don't know much about the vaccine. I try to hear it in and out. You guys know my husband is older, so he's always watching CNN. So I'll get bits and pieces of whatever, whatever. I have not got vaccinated. I don't see myself getting vaccinated, nor my children or my husband. I just don't see it happening. For what reason? I'm just saying, for what reason? Why am I not going to get it? Or why isn't it a thought to get it? I have never put any of that in my body, nor my kids. I don't get shots or flu shot. I don't do any of those things. I never have. My kids have never did it or had shots. Only when they first came home out the hospital. But as far as growing up and you know how you get shots because you got to go to school, well, my kids have never been to school, so they never got those shots. And what made me make that decision was it was made for me when I was young, and it worked. I believe it worked because I've never really been sick. Like I've never had the measles, the mumps, chicken pox. I've been healthy all my life, and I believe that that was a part of I don't get sick. Like I could be around somebody who's coughing. I can go stand outside with no shoes on and it's raining, and I won't catch a cold. So I just felt like that was the reason. I just never had that shit, and you know, and I've been fine. So when my kids were born, they had the first ones they had to have to leave the hospital, and they've never had any other ones. And my kids have never been sick. Okay. So, again, this is just my thought and my opinion, but it's never an argument. It's just a discussion. And you can definitely leave it in the comments down below what you think about it, and we'll just elaborate, okay? So when it comes to the vaccination, of course it would be no for me because I don't even fuck with the regular shit, let alone some new shit. So it wasn't even a thought of mine. My kids don't go to school. I don't work outside my home, so it's not a forced thing for me to get. I actually have the choice, and I chose not to get it. if I had to get it, if I was working and they said, you have to get it or you can't work, would I get it? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know about it yet. It just haven't been on the scene long enough for me to know it yet, to put it in my body. Some shit got to be on the scene. I haven't even used the Yami steam, and I want to use one, but that's new to me. And to me, you know what I'm saying? Now they did it they do it in Africa and Nigeria and shit, but that's new to me. Okay, and I don't know. I don't know if I want all that shit going inside of me through the fumes and my pussy. I bathe it. I use some good ass soap, clean my shit, and call it a day. Okay. I don't know about cleaning my ovaries and and taking it out and putting it back in and putting some paprika. And, I don't know about all that shit, okay? And I ain't finna start learning about it now about my coochie, okay? My husband love it. I smell good. That's it. I got kids, so I don't need to unblock nothing. You understand? So I ain't fucking with the Yomi Steam. But I say that to say this: the Yomi Steam ain't been on the scene long enough for me here where I'm from to know about it. My grandma ain't never used the Yomi Steam. I don't. I don't know about it. So I just don't listen. I don't fuck around. Same thing with this. I don't know about it enough to fuck around with it. They say if you get it, it saves people. They say if you get it, you won't get it. But I ain't getting it now. I do what they told me to do in the beginning before they had the vaccine. Wear gloves, stand 6 feet, wash your hands, stay in the motherfucking house. But that's what the fuck I do. So if I keep doing that, I think I'll be okay. You know? So I don't know. To people who get it, they got it. To people who don't, they don't. Like, I don't really have a big opinion about that. Now, let's sound off on what I'm really here to talk about, which is the nurses, which is the teachers, which is the people who are dealing with kids, the people who are dealing with other people, sick people that's prone to get things quicker. Should they have the option to still work and not be vaccinated? Or should they not? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. And the reason why I don't know, because when this shit was kicking off, nurses stood. They stood knowing that they could have died and got it. Knowing they could have brought it home to their kids. So I don't think that the nurses are trying to be assholes, or I believe, are trying to be rebellious. I don't think they're doing that because they were willing to die for other people. They were willing to lay their life down for other people before y'all even had a cure. So I believe that they should get the same respect that they gave when the shit hit the fan. Nurses was working overtime. Nurses was pleading out. Nurses was doing a lot of things. So I feel like we should get behind the nurses. Whether we believe you know, they're completely right or wrong. At the end of the day, they should be able to make a decision. And that's just how I feel about it. I don't know though, but I don't know if that's an ignorant answer. You know what I'm saying? Because if this can really stop people from getting sick, if this virus is what it's supposed to be, and you won't get it no more, you won't get it, and you can't give it to nobody, and you can't receive it, and you can't give it. If this shit really is doing that, and you're working, and you're willing not to take it, but possibly can give it to somebody, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing that I can stand on, that I can be like, okay, I gotta ride with the nurses, is that when they did not have a cure, them nurses pulled up knowing what could have happened to them. And they still showed up. It's more nurses leaving now because they are forced to have to do it than it was with them finding out corona was here without a virus. So I just don't know. I don't know. So you guys tell me what you think. That's a very hard decision. I do have people that work in the healthcare field, but I don't speak to them. You guys know all three, my mother and my sisters are nurses, as well as my grandmother. Um, I don't speak to my sisters or my mom, so I don't know if they got it. The last time we did talk, they didn't get it, but it was not a thing then where they had to. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I can look at it so many ways. I can look at it, if I was a nurse, would I get it? I, I just don't know about the virus enough yet. I don't know, because sometimes when I walk in, when my husband's watching CNN, they're saying that it really kind of did come from a lab. A lab blew up in China or whatever. It came from the lab, and the China people, whatever, didn't want to tell us, and this, that, and the third. And it was getting made. And why are y'all in the lab fucking around with shit like this? You know what I'm saying? Also, I remember stories back in the day, like, the mark of the beast, things are going to be changing, and you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh my God, what the fuck? Grateful. I'm grateful right now, though. That is not a choice that I have to make for me and my family. I'm happy that I've been homeschooling my kids, so there's nothing there. I'm happy that nor me or my husband do not work outside the house, so he doesn't have that pressure. I don't have that pressure. I don't know if they're going to start making people do it. I don't really know. Um, I'm just grateful to God that I don't have to make a decision like that where I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? But for me right now, it's a no. For me, it's a no. It's hell no. Until I know that people have had it and is living and doing well for at least a year, at least 2 years. 2 years. Let me make sure everything going good in 2 years. Then I'll fuck around and get it. But I'm not getting it right now. I just no. Okay. Another thing. For the teachers, how would I feel if, sorry y'all, if my kids was going to school and a teacher did not want to get vaccinated, and she's teaching my child, she's in my kid face, telling him how to do 1+1, right? I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because it. I don't know, because I don't know the virus. I mean the cure. I don't know because I don't know what the cure consists of. I don't know because I don't know where the virus came from. I don't know because there's so many answers. It's more questions than answers, and and I need balance. I need questions to be answered. Period. I need balance. I need them to sell this shit to me like nobody's business. I need them to sell this shit to me like no, and they not selling it enough to me. They just not. They just not. So it's no. The last sound off I want to do about it, or talk about, is if you're 16 and up, you don't have to ask your parents to get the shot. 16 and lower, you have to. So they're saying that teenagers want to get the shot. They're saying that people that are going off to college, that are 17 or like 16 and a half or whatever, they want to go to, they don't want to give it to anyone. They're going to be going on a dorm, and things like that, and they don't want to get it. They don't want to give it to nobody, and they don't want to get it, but their parents are not signing off on it. How do I feel about that? And the kids want to do it. Some said when they got 18, they just went and did it. Some said there's a website up saying virus for teens or something like that, where it's a website teens can get on and get enough facts to be able to talk to their parents about the facts, and to how to help the parents kind of understand what it is. It's a whole website because kids are wanting to get it. You know, kids don't have a lot of, I don't, they don't have that. They in, one little boy said, not little boy, but one teenager boy said that who was able to get it by himself. The 18-year-old I was talking about, his parents like, no, don't do it. I don't trust it. He went and did it himself. He went and did it, came back and said, I got it, dumbass nigga, and didn't even tell them. So therefore, his ass would have croaked as he was walking to his car. They wouldn't know the fuck why, because he was being sneaky. So, when it comes to kids, I believe, we're protectors. We want to protect our kids, and we just have to pray to God and let God make that decision. That's what I think, basically. That's my answer. My answer is pray about it. It's too heavy for me to figure this shit out. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm going to rechange my answer. Instead of I don't know, I would pray. If I was working and my job was telling me either get it or quit without pay, I would pray. And God have always answered what needed to be answered. And he'll give me signs. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I will move forward. The same thing with my kids. If it was meant for me to get it, I'll get it. God will make sure that I'll have it. But right now, we just gonna work with this good old blood of Jesus that been working for years and 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 years. And we just gonna keep working with the blood. That's what we gonna do. Now, I don't know if that sounds ignorant or crazy. You guys leave in the comments down below and tell me what you think about it. But yeah, that will be my answer. Because it's too much of I can't understand this. I can't give it an answer. And normally, when I can, in my real life, when I can't give answers to something, it's for me not to answer it. It's for me to ask God, and God will give me the answer that I need. Basically, that's really, honestly, truly what I would have done. And whatever, I would have worked myself in that room. I would have been in my prayer room, praying to God. God, direct me. God, guide me. God, you know my heart. You know my intentions. I don't know what to do. I don't want to hurt my kids. I don't want to not let them get it. And I don't want to get them and they get hurt. I don't know what to do, Lord. So lean not on my own understanding. I will go to the Bible, honestly. So that's my answer. I will go to God and I will see what God told me. And if God cleared it, if he gives me a sign that it's cleared, then I will go and get it and continue to keep believing in God. If he told me there's a no, no, then I would let the job fire me. We know that the job is not the supplier, it's God. It's Jesus. God is your supplier. He supplies all your needs, period. Not no job, not no nothing. So I wouldn't have been scared to lose no money because I know God gonna make sure I'm good. You feel me? So that wouldn't have had me make decisions that I don't believe in. If I don't believe in something, I ain't standing with it. I don't care how much money I'm losing. If I don't agree with it, I ain't standing with it. If it ain't right in my soul, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. And that's just that on that. That's just period on period on period on that. So that's my thought. It was, I don't know, because I was thinking, in a state of, I really don't know, honestly. I don't know what I would have done. But as I thought about it and talking to you guys more about it and really seeing myself in that position, I know exactly what I would have did. I would have absolutely prayed. Honest to God. Like, if God can help me make sure I get money to pay my bills and help me with my kids and been keeping me alive and corona free this long, I would definitely trust the source. I would definitely come to the source, trust the source, and ask the source. That's just where I leave it and lay it. You guys tell me what y'all think about it. If you've had it, what made you get it? Leave me in the comments and tell me how you felt about it when you got it. I'm quite sure we all want to know. And thank you guys. Have a beautiful night. Sound off.